Okay, I hope you had the chance to see my part 1 that gives an explanation of this. We're going to do first a test and then a mass exorcism of the U.S. Senate. Early this morning, I tried my pendulum, it wasn't working, and I would go, "Are you of the light?" and it wouldn't work. And it was one of these demons. To understand this energy age I'm talking about, I'm not going to explain it here. See my other video, Satan is Dead, where I explain it pretty well. Okay? But basically, humans die at 100, and your energy age more or less is an indicator of your health. For example, I'm 59. When I'm in real great shape, my energy age is 30-something. If I'm feeling bad that day, it might be 50, 60. It goes up and down. Okay? But if it's over 100, I'm possessed. Okay? And when it's over 100, they're an exact age. It doesn't vary according to health. It's just different levels. And I am expecting that a lot of these senators have an energy age of 888. Okay? And there's 100, or I assume 100 of them. I don't know whether there's one for Puerto Rico or something. I don't know. I'm assuming there's 100. So I'm not going to go down them all. That would take too long. We're just going to ask, and I have the list here on Wikipedia of their pictures and their names. Like it starts with Alabama, Richard Shelby, Jeff Sessions. I might do just a couple of them. And since I lived in Alabama, this might be interesting. I'll do these for Alabama, and then we'll do all the rest as a group because it's just too much. Okay, we're going to ask. Okay, first I need to make sure I have connection. Do I have connection with the light? Okay, now earlier my pendulum would not answer. Now I have connection with the light. See, it's spinning to the right is a yes. Are you of the darkness? And it will spin backwards saying no. Okay. Okay, so we have connection with the light, so I can get correct answers. Good. Okay, just as an example, okay, we're going to only do Richard Shelby and Jeff Sessions. I want to connect, and I'm seeing his picture here, know his name. There's, very clear who he is. Senator Richard Shelby from Alabama. Okay, when the pendulum stops, I have the connection, okay? Now, it knows I'm going to do a multiple choice question, so it swings side to side. What is the energy age of Richard Shelby? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay? We've already went past 100, so Richard Shelby is possessed. Okay, he'll be part of our group exorcism. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. It's moving a little. See, it's starting to go oval, but it's not a round circle. It's kind of swinging around in ovals. 600, 700, 800, 810, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 888. Okay, 888, it would keep on spinning in circles all day if I stood here, but I'd get a sore arm. 889, and you see it loses energy, is going to stop. So, Richard Shelby is possessed by a reptilian or a demon with an energy age of 888. Okay? Let's connect now with Senator Jeff Sessions. Okay? Assuming of the Sessions Peanut Company family. Okay, connect with Senator Jeff Sessions. Okay? His energy age. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. This is strange. 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 188, 189, 90. No, it's going on up. This is different. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 810, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 881, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 888. It's spinning, but like weakly. 889, and it's going to stop. Okay, that is a little peculiar. However, he's definitely over 100, and it's showing 888. Okay, I'm not going to go down these other ones. Okay, I'm assuming there's 50. Yeah, over here it says total 100. Okay, there's 100 of them. How many of these U.S. senators, notice the pendulum goes side to side, how many of these U.S. senators have an energy age of 888? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Pretty close. 60. 61. Still turning in a circle. 61. 62. And it's losing energy. Okay? 61 of them. 61 of the U.S. senators are possessed. No wonder the bad guys always win. Okay? And there's continual war, continual military spending, continual invasions of countries that have done nothing to the U.S., all to contribute to human suffering on Earth, which is what the reptilians feed on. Okay. Okay, the ones who are left, how many people of these have a different energy age above 100, but that is not 888? Okay. How many of these have a different energy level above 100, but that is not 888? Notice the pendulum stopped. It went totally limp. Okay. Are there any? Okay, the pendulum stopped again. Are you of the light? Ah, the darkness is stopping the pendulum again. Okay. Well, all right, we'll connect with this. Connect with this member of the darkness. Okay, I have the connection. What is its energy age? 100, the one who's stopping the pendulum now. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. It's going to be one of the 888s also. 700, 800, 888, 889. Okay. Okay. How many of them are there? 1. Sometimes they're multiple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. Spinning in a good circle. 9, and it's going to stop. There's 8 of them. Okay. We're all grouped together, so we're going to take away the power, authority, communication, and energy of all 8 of these reptilians who are stopping the pendulum. Now you see why I've been kind of putting this off, because it's a little slow. I'm hitting resistance. Okay? They don't like the fact that I'm exorcising the U.S. Senate. Okay? Now, there's 8 of these. As you will see in my other videos, when there's a lot of energy, the pendulum really kind of goes almost crazy. See it jumping around here? When I'm taking away energy, it's doing these odd swinging motions counterclockwise. And sometimes I have to keep, if it stops actually rotating, I have to insist I'm taking away their energy, because it's like they're fighting back. And if I let it, it'll actually spin back right. And I won't accomplish it. But in this case, they're spinning. Now, after a while, it'll start spinning a lot more smoothly. And it's starting to spin here smoothly already. Okay? In more complete circles rather than swinging back and forth and jumping. Okay? We're taking away the power, authority, communication, and energy from these 8 reptilians of energy age 888 who just block my pendulum now when I'm asking questions about the reptilians who are possessing the U.S. senators. Okay. Now, I won't tell any long story here. I hope this doesn't take too long. Okay, these are U.S. senators. U.S. senators. I have a visitor there, but I'm not going to talk to him because we're in the middle of all this. Okay, we're waiting for their energy to be gone. I take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. Now, you notice I'm doing this to these 8 that tried to stop the pendulum. I'm kind of wondering if maybe one of the ones who just stopped the pendulum earlier was the one possessing this Jeff Sessions, which is why his energy aid was kind of weird, as if there was just some of the energy left of this demon and he hadn't quite left yet. Okay. Now we're going I'll make sure, are we of the light? Do I have contact with the light? Now I have contact with the light. Now the pendulum will work again. Okay. Are you of the darkness? Okay. We will continue. Okay. Now how many of these senators are possessed? We'll see if we get the same answer or if some of them were the ones who were stopping the pendulum. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 54, 55. Well, okay, it appears to be 54. I think I'd said 61 of them were possessed. So let's see. At least some of these ones who were possessing the senators were the ones who came now to stop the pendulum. So now there are fewer of the senators who are possessed. This gets deep, doesn't it? Okay, now, what we're going to do, I'm going to connect with all these ones now, and we're going to do the same thing to all the reptilians who are possessing the U.S. Senate. The pendulum will turn to the right like it's doing until I have a connection with all of them. Then it will stop, and it'll turn just a little bit to the left. Now it's stopping. See that little bit of a turn to the left? That indicates I have a connection. Okay. Now, with all these reptilians who are possessing the U.S. Senate, I hereby, in the name of the light, love, peace, and all the good things on earth and in the universe, and in the name of God and all great things, including Jesus Christ, who came here to help us and show us the way, I take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. And as you can see, this gets a little crazy here. Now, right there, see, it's trying to turn right, clockwise. I need to concentrate, take away their power, authority, communication, and energy, so that they don't actually overpower the pendulum and not get their energy taken away. As I say, I usually do this down by my navel where it doesn't hit me in the face. Okay, we're taking away their power, authority, communication, and energy. Now, as you remember, Richard Shelby will be our example. He was possessed, okay? When all this is done, we will test him and see what his energy age is. If this works, we'll get an energy age under 100. It says he was born in 1934. He's getting pretty old. They don't have a new picture of him here. But we'll see what his energy age is. It'll probably be fairly high, but it should be under 100 if we accomplished our purpose here, which is exorcising the U.S. Senate. This shouldn't take too long, but you never know. When I first started, it would take somewhere around 20 minutes. However, it seems to have got less and less. They seem to be getting weaker. Okay, this will be an example. Later on, I might do it for other government groups, but obviously I'm going to have to just group them all together and get rid of all of them because I'm tired of them stopping the pendulum. But I wanted to illustrate with this who they're controlling so we can understand why the world is in such a mess and why we have continual wars and suffering and injustice and greed and all these other things that the reptilians feed off of, and these possessed people are helping them to do it. Okay, now, as I say, I don't know what the effect will be. This will not automatically turn the U.S. Senate into a bunch of good guys. I don't know. I don't know what the effect will be, really, other than they'll no longer be possessed. I'm assuming that that will help definitely in some way. And we'll see if we see some real changes in the way things are happening here. Okay, this is still going backwards fairly strongly. Take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. Take away their power, authority, communication, and energy. Of all these reptilians possessing the U.S. Senate. This is what I call exorcism. If you don't believe in exorcism, I don't have it right now. There was a video I saw on YouTube of some young girl who was basically possessed and did all kinds of ugly things, trying to kill her brother and a bunch of stuff. Some of you may have seen it. And I actually communicated with her, who's, she's now a woman, and she was possessed, and I eliminated that reptilians or demon from her. So they're ugly. How and why can they possess little kids? They're sick. They don't deserve to exist. So we're helping them to non-exist. Get rid of the suckers. We don't need them anymore. And all these politicians, I hope that maybe these demons were helping them be better speakers or something to help control the people. I hope we can see some effect in them from getting rid of the demons that will help them to get out of office. I don't expect them to turn around and become marvelous people, so the best probably is to just not have them controlling the population. Okay, I see it's spinning around pretty much in a circular pattern now. We're getting rid of these 50-something that were left of the reptilians who are controlling the U.S. Senate, which of course they shouldn't be doing. I have a mosquito here trying to bite me. Okay. It's getting less and less here. Pretty soon we'll be done. Okay. And then we'll just go back and we'll ask 2 questions. We'll communicate